Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Shadowbox Tall Indoor-Outdoor Wall Sconce with Slate, and it's dark sky friendly. This is part of a whole collection of Hubbardton Forge Shadowbox fixtures. Really beautiful sconces. There's also a lot of outdoor lights, but you can use these Shadowbox sconces indoors. A lot of people do because they're just so beautiful. The other thing cool about them is they're using Vermont slate. So Vermont slate comes from this whole Slate Valley that runs from Castleton, Vermont. That's where Hubbardton Forge happens to be, all the way down to Manchester and Dorset, Vermont, along the New York-Vermont border. Lots of slate towns. Castleton is one of those things where you can see quarries all over the place. You can go swimming in them. You can pick up slate along the roads and take it home, which is kind of cool. People make all kinds of things out of that. It's also a federally funded museum, so if you're coming to Vermont, it's great to check it out. And with these sconces, you actually get a piece of Vermont you can bring home. Maybe it has a calming effect, because that's kind of what happens here, because we love our state. Let's get into a couple other quick details. Let's talk about the height of the fixture first. 34 inches tall. The width on it is 10 inches. Projection is only 4.4 inches, so it's pretty flush to the wall, which is awesome. It's 9.4 pounds, so it's not all that heavy. And the mounting plate, the back plate on it, is 11.3 by 4.9. It's going to go over your standard 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have on your wall. And to show you more information about that, we're going to take a quick look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that out for me. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how it all goes together, which is really easy. But it's going to show you some good line drawings, some schematic drawings of the inside of this and that back plate, and how it's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. Take advantage of that. It's always good to have those drawings in front of you to show your installer, how you can put this up against a clapboard or stone walls, all kinds of things, but those drawings are always very important. Let's talk about what's going on inside of this, which is lamping. It's going to be using two A15 light bulbs. A15 light bulbs are the smaller size, smaller than a regular A19, which is the standard size we all grew up with. An A15 bulb is basically the size that would go into like a garage door light, the openers. It goes into ceiling fans, it goes into your refrigerator sometimes, and those are easy to find. And the reason we need a smaller one in this is because you actually do have the limited space inside. So that's why you're using two of these A15s. One's going to point up, one is going to point down. And you can find those in all kinds of different ways. So if you want to go incandescent, you can still do that. And you can find these bulbs as a 60-watt max. That's the limit for the heat generated by a 60-watt bulb in each of these sockets. If you want to go LED, and I think that's where you should go, it goes a bit better than that. So I have found these 60-watt equivalent LEDs out there are pretty easy to get, but I have also scouted out online, and I have found 100-watt equivalent A15 LED bulbs. So those are easy to get too, and I think I found them on Amazon. But just do a quick search and they'll pop up out there someplace. So you can get quite a bit of light out of this. It's also a dimmable fixture, remember that? So you want to talk to your installer that if you're already using in this fixture to dim it, you want to tell them about it, because they're going to need to put the rheostat on the wall for you. Those bulbs are going to come in different ways when you are out looking in the world. They're going to come to you and marketed to you as a 2700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light. They're going to offer these to you in something else that you have to be careful about, and that's going to be the one that's called daylight. And daylight sounds like it should be a warm light like sunlight, but it's not. That's that 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. That's that bluish white light, like a convenience store light or an overcast day. What we like to use in our showroom is warm white or soft white. Again, super easy to get. You can even get these at Home Depot and Lowe's and Walmart and those places. But if you want to go up in the lumens coming out of them as far as the amount goes for that 100-watt equivalent, you really have to go online. And warm white, soft white is going to be 3,000 Kelvin. That's the same warmth of light coming down on my hands from these 3,000 Kelvin lights above us. So just always keep in mind about that. Let's talk about for a second the differences between dark sky friendly and dark sky compliant lighting fixtures. So in the United States, there's actually a private corporation called the International Dark Sky Association that owns the rights and the trademark to the entire dark sky compliancy issue. Not only do they set the limits and the specifications about what fixtures can be dark sky compliant, but they charge lighting manufacturers for the right to use their certification and certificate on their fixtures. Hubbardton Forge manufactures their dark sky friendly fixtures to the exact same specifications as if they were going to be dark sky compliant. They just choose not to pay for that lighting certificate from Dark Sky International. So if you're going in front of a HOA, like a homeowners association, maybe a zoning administrator, someplace that is going to require dark sky certificates for your lighting that you need to purchase for your project, you might want to come to us first and ask for the data sheets. The data sheets are going to show that these are dark sky, well, made to the same specifications of dark sky compliant, just not using that certificate. So you can take those to the board or whoever you're going to be seeing before you order your fixtures, which is a very good idea, and you can be well armed with the correct data to present to them. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.